I went to a high school in Burlington, which I'm pretty sure there are some Notre Dame students here today and a few other people that might be familiar with Nelson High School, where the entire center of that school's curriculum and their drive was focusing on just pure academic studies. So there was very little talk in Nelson about anything to do with the skills competition or a specific trade, following a different path to a profession such as that. So luckily, my brother and I, when we were younger in high school making extra money, we started a lawn maintenance business. And the parents of my good friend Jamie, who were previous peers of Mike, said, you know, if you're actually interested in this, you want to follow this path, you want to do something different, then go to Fanshawe College, study with Michael Pascoe, and see what it turns into. And so I was lucky enough that there was an out at that time, because there weren't these high skill majors programs that there are now. There were a few, but they were nowhere near as available to me. So I was able to take that path, go on to Fanshawe. I had a fantastic time there. My grades were far superior to they were in high school, where I was nowhere near as interested in the stuff people were pushing me to study, the direction my career counselors wanted me to take. And after Fanshawe, I was one of the few students that went off to Olds, Alberta. So I saw a great ticket to make my way to Alberta, spend some time in Banff, Jasper, the area, and get an extra piece of paper at the same time. So it was a fantastic deal to me, and it's really worked out. Coming back from Alberta, I made my way to Royal Botanical Gardens, where I'd worked as a student one summer while at Fanshawe, and they were happy to take me back, and I've been there ever since for about 4 years now. Since returning, although we talked a lot about passion today, I had a passion while I was at school, while I was studying, but I knew it was taking me to the place I wanted to be as far as security, and I already made the commitment. In the past couple of years, even at RBG, I felt a whole nother revival of passion. Not only for this industry, but just environmentalism altogether. So things I found myself doing now, although I'm just working at RBG 40 hours a week, most of the best work that I do takes place in a pub in Dundas on Thursday nights, where I meet with a number of other ecologists. And we've actually, just this week, finishing up forming a unit of Trout Unlimited, which is an NGO, if anybody's ever heard of it, involved in just selecting certain creek watershed areas and working on the riparian zones. So these small buffer areas on these watershed ways that just involve what plant material, refurbishing it, rejuvenating it, helping all the different levels of ecology make their way back. So when you're starting your career and you're choosing a college, an apprenticeship, something like that, don't be too focused on this is the path I'm taking, this is all there is, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my career. All knowledge is great knowledge. It's all going to come to use in some other way. So never be afraid to diversify yourself.